us. And I know you want to act like, we don't see color, but we see color. It's foolish not to think we do. My mom is white, my father's black. I grew up in color. I didn't really realize it was a problem until someone pointed it out to me. So that was a little different. Thanks for being here today. It's an honor to be asked to speak for my people, especially in a community where we are few and far between. I was born at St. Mary Cornman Hospital in Pueblo, Colorado. I grew up in the newer suburbs of Aurora, and I moved to Palmer Lake in 2009. I love this community. I am privileged. Growing up biracial has given me a colorful lens to look through. My mother is white, but born and raised in the south of France. My father is black and was born and raised in segregated Anderson, Texas. Until 1968, segregation was the only life my father knew until he was 28 years old. Told that he was less valuable than white people for 28 years of his life. Only 10 years before I was born, the marriage of my parents was still against the law. A chapter from my birth story comes from racism. When my very pregnant mother and father tried to rent an apartment in Pueblo in 1977, they were rejected, and therefore so was I. My mother says that the owners would see my father and tell them, "You don't want to live here," or they would be shown the most horrible place for the new baby to live. My father told my mother to go and look without him so she could find something suitable. So off she went by herself, very, very pregnant, to find a suitable place for me and my dad. The only place she found that would accept our family together was owned by a Canadian couple. My mother said it was like the United Nations of Pueblo, with all sorts of different minorities living there. Just because the Fair Housing Act laws changed in 1968 did not change the hearts of people 10 years after they were put in place. Laws don't change hearts. The first time I was discriminated against for my skin color, I was in the 3rd or 4th grade. I was in music class, and the teacher asked us all to join hands and form a circle. When I went to grab the hand of the blonde boy next to me, he wouldn't reach back. Instead, he said no. My dad told me not to hold hands with black people. The teacher never said a word, and just moved the boy in between the two white kids. Honestly, I think that's the moment I realized I was black. I don't think it ever really occurred to me before then. I lived on a very diverse street, which during that time was rare. It looked a lot like our first apartment complex in Pueblo. Chinese, Italian, Filipino, white, black. We were family then and still are today. My Chinese Italian sisters are the absolute best. In elementary school and middle school, I would hear racist jokes against black people, only to be told they didn't apply to me because I wasn't fully black. I was so confused because I felt offended, regardless of what they told me. Offense is felt first, not thought about first. I feel offended in my body and soul. It's not like their jokes only offended half of me. I felt their jokes offend all of me. I had to swallow those jokes whole and not fight back. I was young and I didn't know how to speak up. That was hard. What's even harder is that my kids had to do the same thing at Lewis Palmer Middle School. They had to swallow fat horse pills of racist remarks and jokes. That comes from parents, period. They don't look black, but they are. Their mother is. Their grandfather is. They've had to swallow racist Hispanic jokes. And they are. And their father is. And their grandfather is. High school was a whole different story. That's the space where middle schools feed into one another. For the first time, I experienced racism from both sides. Black females didn't like me because my skin was too light. They said I wasn't really black, or called me whitewashed. I grew up in the suburbs in mostly white schools. It wasn't my fault. I couldn't help it. A black girl tried to fight me in a mall once because her boyfriend approached me. Then there were the white boys who loved my exotic look, but not enough to actually hold my hand in the hallways or take me on a date to get to know me. They would mix make sexual remarks when I got off the bus, behind doors, or in the hallways when their girlfriends weren't looking. I had dated one white boy in high school for over a year. I loved him, or so I thought. Kevin told me that his parents didn't want him dating outside his race, so he kept me hidden. When we would go on dates, I would have to pick him up down the street from his house. We couldn't go to his prom, and I didn't attend his high school graduation. Looking back, I was kept like a dirty little secret for over a year. Someone I loved, someone who said they loved me, kept me a secret and buried me in their shame. That chapter took its toll on me in more ways than one over the course of my life. I know for a fact that Kevin married a black woman. I'm so happy that he was finally able to stand up for himself. It brings me joy to know that he will hold her hand in public. In 2014, during the Black Forest Fire, my family and I mobilized a relief effort to support families. During that time, I had several people tell me that I'm cool to help rich white people. But those people wouldn't want to get help from someone like me. They would want to go to their church with their people. I didn't care. God asked me to do it, so I did it anyway. The truth is that when your house burns down to the ground, your financial status is irrelevant, and so is the color of your skin. I believe that everyone is worthy of help during the restoration process. Helping everyone recover was about people, not things. Things were just the conduit for peace. They came. Lots of well-off white people came and took lots of used things from Little Mixed in. There was no racism or discrimination, just love. It was on earth as it is in heaven. That was one of the greatest experiences of humanity in my entire life. That Christmas, I was approached by a group of women who said they wanted to help me give Christmas away to the Black Forest Fire people. We met at a Panera Bread and talked, and I remember being so excited because I desperately needed the help. I prayed before I went in. God, I hope they like me. Please let these women see God in me and hear my heart. Amen. Amen. When I approached the table and said hello to the group of all white and mostly conservative Christian women, you could feel the energy shift and split. Debbie, who I met over the phone, greeted me with a hug. You could tell that some were excited I was there, and some were shocked that I was there. Surely they had seen me on the news like Debbie, but apparently not. One woman scooted her chair closer to her friend. Two women were trying so hard not to make eye contact with me, it was awkwardly obvious. They began asking me questions about my walk with Christ, which had only been about 2 years. I was new. They had asked about my family, education. They asked about my past and my future. They told me all the wonderful things they have done to help in the community, mission trips they've been on, and recited all of the churches they attended. All I wanted to do was gather used Christmas items from the community and give them away. I wasn't asking for money. I just needed voices and bodies. I was uncomfortable and couldn't wait for it to all be over. When they were done with their questioning, they informed me that they would pray, discuss among themselves, and get back to me about helping. I didn't leave with the same fervor I arrived with. I knew that some of the women were not happy with who showed up. A few days later, Debbie called me and was hesitant to speak. You could tell she was uncomfortable. She informed me that the majority of women did not feel I was God sent, nor did they feel led by God to help me, so they would not be doing so. Let's be real. I know why they weren't going to help me, and it had nothing to do with God. Debbie went on to say that her and 3 other ladies did feel I was sent by God, and they would be willing to help me. We gave back the best Christmas that year. Debbie and the ladies are still champions. I have been told that I don't look like someone who would help others, who runs a worthy mission, someone who deserves an education, and all because of the color of my skin. Hell, nowadays, I'm not sure if it's the color of my skin or the color I put on my skin that offends others, and I really don't care. I'm gonna do me anyway. When I speak about or post about the black side of myself, usually a convince them that I am black. When I share my experiences around racism with my Christian-like friends, they have tried to minimize it, or tell me I'm just being sensitive, or ask me not to bring up race. We are different races. I have no shame in mine. Like, all of a sudden, me acknowledging my blackness takes away my whiteness. You cannot erase my mother, nor can you erase my father. White conservative women are the only ones to flood my inbox with their opinions on how I should better show up as a daughter of God. Like they like to use my God against me. And what I know for sure is that God is for me, not against me. If you want to use scripture, use it against them, not me. Those are just a few of my experiences, but I want to leave you with hope, because there is hope. I'm raising hope. She is raising hope. She is raising hope. I can't see anybody else. I can see faces. But they're changing. They're raising kids who are changing. What I love most about now is the bravery of a few of my white friends and the voices of our youth. Some have opened up about their racist upbringing and the shame they feel in that. They have confessed how that led them to say horrible things to others when they were younger. I spoke with a woman just yesterday who said she has begun speaking up to her racist grandfather. I have seen young people engage in rallies, posting on social media, and diving into history. My son has been consumed with finding out the truth to his. If you are discouraged by the world as it is, I get it. It looks pretty ugly out there. But look back and see what's coming. The next generation will not tolerate the hate. They are far more compassionate, open-minded than the generations that came before them. They are speaking and they are loud. I have spent the last 3 weeks sending links to podcasts, books, and influencers. I have sent articles on how to speak about race with your children. I have proofread articles for friends who want to post something publicly but want to make sure they are clear. Thanks to everyone who is willing to examine their lives and stumble through the race conversation. We have to have them. We have to have them in order to make change happen. Silence gets us nowhere. Change is a stumble. It's a learn, apply, try to get it right, then mess up, apologize, and do better next time. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. My sister gave me these words of wisdom last night. The current movement calls upon everyone to go back to school in some way. People don't go to school to end up in the same place. We do it to reach new levels of understanding. We develop knowledge and skills and change our minds from what we knew before. It takes stretching. It takes researching and learning. We become enlightened and better for it. She's right. Today, I encourage you to read about Black lives through the eyes and ears of Black people. My entire life, I learned about Black people through white people. It makes no sense. And this one wise kid, Grant, told me the other day we were in March, he says, Raquel, it's because history books are written by the women, right? And I thought, wow, I had never even thought about that. And they didn't let us write a history book. It sounded a little bit different, wouldn't it? Today I encourage you to read about Black lives through the eyes and ears of Black people. Let us tell our stories without a white American filter. We've been trying your filter for far too long, only to end up here. The white American way is not always the right way. We have to start somewhere.